How did you Farah? How did you manage that?
Why do
We thought, what the fuck is that? Have you looked at yourself?
Yes.
Have you looked at yourself? What the
Whoa.
fuck is this?
They only had 2 perks. That was awesome. If you want to hang out some other time, check out my Discord inside !socials. Alright.
It's up to you. We can do one more round of Dead by Daylight.
Yeah, I think I'll do one more round.
Okay. And then we'll probably have to call it quits because you've been streaming for ever.
Whoa! That one went flying.
Stairs, come on, you need to come and check this out.
Hey, Chatty McChatters. I hope y'all are doing well. It's your girl, Ara the Fox. La da 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 da. Let's see. Welcome. I said, swap to dog witch. Okay. Okay. Welcome to the chaos that is Dog Witch. This is a game I've been trying. Oh, hi, Abby. Don't forget to invite the TTS bot. We're gonna do a run. Simply just yeah, well, you still need to. Oh, there we go. Cool. So, how you doing?
Perfect.
How you doing, Abby? That's good. Meow meow. What's up, cat? This is Dog Witch. Playing Pokemon without me? Kidding. I still want a Switch. Yeah, I heard. I haven't even played Sword and I haven't even played Sword and Shield. Yeah, I haven't even played proper Sword and Shield. Because I don't... Yeah, I know, I've seen... I watch a lot of content creators who do various, like, quizzes and stuff. And, games and stuff based off of Pokemon. Like, board game... Like Snakes and Ladders, but it's Pokemon, for example. I believe the channel is called Peeber Koifish.
Perfect.
The one that comes to mind. There's Zane Games as well. They do a lot of Pokemon content. And basically, one of the things that was one of the most recent Pokemon that came up in one of their quizzes was Ponbon. I meant Ponbon. I said N by accident. Oopsie. Oh well. He is a very cute little Pomeranian Lion hybrid. I agree. Has this nice little, a cute little mane.
Perfect.
Let's see, what should we grab? What should we corrupt this time? Well, we're going to start with the mana daggers as always. That way we no longer have to worry about the mana. I'm not surprised. Sucks that I don't even have a Switch 1. It'll probably be quite some time before I even can get a Switch 2. You know? The other starters? I mean, the grass one was kind of weird looking. I haven't seen the water one yet. Yeah, but it's like a screwed up looking Rowlet. From what I saw. It's like they took a Rowlet and punched its lights out a few times. Interesting choice of statement. I haven't actually seen the water one yet. Is Ponbon a fire type? Or did they change things up and Ponbon's not typed like normal? Is he like a... Okay, so he's like a dog version of Litleo, but a starter. Because Litleo was a fire cat that was basically a lion. But wasn't a starter. But it looked like a little kitten at first instead of an actual lion cub. It looked like a kitten with a mane. You know? I'm probably screwed here soon. Actually, no. I got lucky. Definitely screwed here, though, I think. Maybe not. One health left. Okay, so the water one looks basically like an actual lizard. It looks like a blue lizard, basically. Oh, I have seen that one. No, they made a joke about him, about his ability being car insurance. In the last video I watched of theirs. Yeah, they made a joke about his ability being car insurance. In the last video of theirs I watched last night. No, I did not want to re-roll, you silly. Well, Pom is obviously short. That's actually a literal nickname for Pomeranians. I remember we used to refer to Ewok, my mom's dog, as a Pom. I don't know what the Bond part of it is, though. Ah. Okay, bonfire. Okay. Because, see, Pom itself is a nickname in general for Pomeranians. People call their Pomeranians, when they're referring to them, as Pom. So it's like that's just a general term, you know? Yeah, he's just supposed to be an aqua gecko. That makes sense. Yeah. Now, I don't know if Brout is following the same naming convention, though. You know? Hmm. Is it following the same naming convention somehow? Because I don't see how that could be. Maybe it's brow plus sprout. That makes sense actually. Now that you say it.
Perfect.
But why? The others refer to the animal they're based on. Why does this one not refer to the bird animal that it's based off of? Why is it not based off of a bird animal of some sort? Maybe. Mayhaps. Makes some sense. Hmm. I mean, to be fair, not every Pokemon has an actual name combo, though. But yeah. Yeah. No, yeah. Rowdy Baby Owl. Yeah. I think, do all the starters have... Yeah, all the starters have that kind of naming convention normally, don't they? Because even Trico is tree and gecko. Right? I'm surprised they used the same lizard for their water starter that they used for their grass starter. You know? A Salazzle? Really? You think their eyes are the same? Maybe. Looks like your parents' dog. Yeah, I bet a lot of people feel that way about Pombon. Because Pomeranians are quite a common dog. My mom's dog Ewok was named Ewok because it looked like an Ewok. and I, as a kid, named it that. You know? So, named him that. So it's like, yep, yeah. I remember young me naming that dog. But I could also, but yeah. So, not surprised that Palm there reminds you of your parents' palm. Because looking at Palm does remind me of my mom's palm. Ow. Yeah. This game is called Dogwitch. I just thought I'd hang out in VC and just kind of chat. There's no rhyme or reason behind it. It's a single player game, but you know. Ah. And I died. But that's a decent distance. I know this build will get me there. I just have to play it just right and have the right enemies. Are you currently watching stream, by the way, Abby?
Perfect.
I mean, I could always just stream the video to the chat. Here. It's just being shared to the chat outright. You don't have to. Though it would be nice to have you pull up chat. Just to be better safe than sorry in case. Okay. Bop. 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 Bark, bark. But yeah, no. This is Dogwitch. Because of how my build is designed, I have to ignore. Hey, cat. I have to just casually end the turn. is technically a roguelike, except right now I'm running Master, which allows me to have whatever build I want. I can mark my favorite items. Yes, cat. The downside for someone like you is that you would want to be able to have access to Master right away, but Master requires you to have made a certain distance into the game to gain visibility. You know, Abby? I have to have beaten the game a few times just to get... Actually, I have to have beaten the game, the full game. Once, I think. Not just the demo, which I have played as well. The only downside about that pitchfork for that specific enemy is it screws the heck out of me. You know? Let's see, what should I swap to? Just to be better safe than sorry. I think I'm gonna swap over to using the Great Bapper. Meow meow. Alright. The wand is easy to change for my build, but every other item in my build I want to stay the same. Yeah. Whoops. Do 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 do. But yeah, boop a boop 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 boop. So, how was your day, Ben? Yeah, they have a tendency to have to be broken due to updates and stuff, don't they? And like policy changes and stuff.
Perfect.
Mm.
Perfect.
So the YouTube side of things was broken. That definitely is annoying. Do 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 do. Enjoying the chaos that is me. By the way. I really do wish I could be entertaining more people at one time. You know? Like, not for my sake. Yeah. I just wish I could entertain more people around the world. Make more people happy. Blep. Did you know Boop? Do 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 do. Ba ba da ba ba ba. So I've been watching Bones lately. And then when Risha and I are watching stuff together, we're watching Criminal Minds. I also started watching Danganronpa again. Still, like I said, it was that first arc. The one with Nagi and Mizuno. I wanted to start from the very, very first possible arc to start from, you know? You know, the most interesting character for me in that first arc was the second person to end up being one of the victims. But yeah, the most interesting character to me was one of the first people that was the second person that they ended up having killed off. Oh, third if you count the killer characters themselves. You know? Yeah, if you count the killer characters in the calculations of people who were killed off on the show, Then the third person to be killed off was my favorite character. Hmm. I mean, I already know that it's a class of 16. Plus, that specific class is a class of 16. But they'd only so far at the beginning shown only 15 people. But I do know, like I said, I'm rewatching from a show that I've watched a long time ago. You know? Yeah, but that's not that class. The other ones aren't part of that class. Because that specific class is 16 students. I'm pretty sure, if I understood correctly, is that the same school that Korakio is in during one of his arcs? Or am I remembering him wrong? Is he not in a school arc? Because I thought I remembered Korakio being in a school arc. I could be remember in like an actual school building, but I could be remembering wrong.
Perfect. Perfect.
La da 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 da. Boop a da boop boop boop. But yes, chat. This game is called Dogwitch. As you can see. Well, yeah, I mean, you wouldn't be spoiling it necessarily from... Actually, you might be. I don't know if I've actually watched... I don't know if I've actually watched... the part that Korkia was in. I don't remember what all I've watched of the show in the past, of the various anime arcs in the past, you know? I know I've never touched the games, unfortunately. I mean, sure, I already know who the mastermind of that arc is. Well, mastermind. I thought it was established that only parts of it were simulation. I thought it was established that that first arc was real. Because Alter Ego is programmed by Chihiro during this first arc. And then everything else is a simulation. And this first arc was ran by Junko and her twin. And then So are you saying that none of the characters actually died? In the end? And Chihiro Fujisaki's actually alive? Interesting. You would think the wiki would have been updated to have acknowledged that detail with like a spoiler alert marker on it. You know? It's not. It's not up to date. In that case. It actually lists them as actually... In fact, it lists them all as being... Everyone that died as actually being dead. You know? And what I was able to reconfirm by reading was that Junko was supposedly the mastermind of the events of that first arc with her twin, but everyone, those entire 16 students locked themselves in there. And it wasn't actually the Class 78 events were not tied to the events of the rest of the Danganronpa arcs, is what I saw when reading through things. Hmm. So is it a Matrix type simulation then? Where their bodies are like kept in some kind of stasis and they're able to be woken up inside some kind of stasis chamber to be able to function inside a simulation type thing. Hmm. Interesting. The thing about this build is it's a decent build. It's just I know that in the games, one of the games, Naegi has a sibling. And it's like it's like the Persona 3 style. I know in one of the games there's Naegi has a sibling who is one of the protags that you can play as. Much like with Persona 3 what was the mobile game, the PSP version? Portable or something like that. Yeah. And it's yeah, that is the game I'm talking about. I've never actually played it, but I knew it existed. You know? Okay, this is where the this comes in hand. Ah! Dang it. Meow meow. Keen. Come here, sweetie. Ow. The only downside, yeah, the downside about these runs is that they tend to kind of get difficult to work with. And using the Pharaoh's bracelet has its risks. You know? Because it can hit things that you don't want hit multiple times. Are there? What's the other series?
Perfect.
So they're set in the same universe and are happening at the same time as the events of the Danganronpa games. Or are some of them in the past? Well, I was more meaning, do they happen, like, lore-wise at the same time? Or something. You know? Interesting. That city wouldn't happen to exist in one of the Danganronpa games, would it? Under the name of Toko or whatever. Or whatever it was. I don't remember what the actual name. Deals damage twice. Cool. Ow, ow, ow. Alright. Well, my headset said it's about to die, so So thank you, Chatty McChatters, for joining me.